goofy episode.
Oh, man. I bet it's always a goofy episode with us goofy goobers.
That's true.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. I'm Lexi.
I'm Katie.
And this is episode 8 of the Go Read Sis podcast.
Woo! Crowd noise.
Literally. Edit that in.
Okay, please. Okay.
Yeah. Before we have a really fun...
I'm sorry. You're a little like, yeah. Are you ready?
It's because I filmed to get ready with me, so that's how I talk on my TikTok. I have to get into podcast voice.
Yeah, get your podcast voice on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Pull it together.
You're doing so good.
We have a really fun episode planned today. We are going to do a bookish smash or pass today. That's like the theme of the episode. Before we get started into our normal podcast content, we're going to do our scripture of the episode. Today we have, is it pronounced Colossians?
Yeah. I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
She's quirky.
Someday in the future when we have enough content, we could do a podcast of just Lexi.
Absolutely.
I don't know why I just said Lexi like in third person, but Lexi mispronouncing words because it happens at least 3 times an episode, and that's minimum.
I think I already could probably do like a TikTok compilation.
Oh, for sure.
All of your mispronounced words.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
easily,
absolutely. There's like books that are like high on my like list that I love that I pronounce wrong, like Gallant. I still pronounce that wrong every single time. I don't even know how to say it. Gallant.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stick in my head. Like when I have something in my mind, that's the way it's pronounced. That's the way it's pronounced.
Hey, I mean, it's right to you. Mm-hmm. So you sound kind of silly.
My inner monologue during a fantasy book.
Oh, I bet.
I should what's it called? Like read a book for like Audible just for like funsies.
Yeah.
And no one would know how to pronounce anything because I don't know how to pronounce anything.
It'd be really funny though.
I'm self-aware.
It's true.
It's fine. Okay. Colossians?
Yeah.
Okay, I did it. So we have Colossians 3:23, and it says, "Work willingly at whatever you do, as though we were working for the Lord rather than for the people."
Yeah, I love that verse.
Yeah, I just thought it was...
Yeah.
It was nice.
It's great. I think we all are like focusing on doing extra things because it's like the new year and like working on new projects and like trying hard in our jobs as well and like our full-time jobs, at least I am, and that's like such a good reminder.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love it.
Cool. All right. What are your current reads?
So so my current physical book that I'm reading is Daisy Hates. I only have like 100 pages left of it, so I'm close to the end. I love it so much. I think I like it better than Magnolia Parks.
Wow.
And I love and hate Daisy, just like I loved and hated Magnolia.
Interesting. Okay.
But for completely different reasons.
Okay.
So, I don't know. It's really good. There's also I feel like there's way more going on in Daisy Hates than there was in Magnolia Parks. Like, Magnolia Parks was so, just relationship, like toxic relationship drama and like toxic drama in their friend group, which is definitely still happening in Daisy Hates. But there's also so much more than that makes it so much more serious because there's like their lives are threatened. Oh, so there's like legit crazy stuff happening where you're like, okay, you have a reason to be acting the way that you're acting. Like you should be fearing for your life instead of like Magnolia, who I feel like was just so whiny.
You didn't give me the right colored purse.
And Daisy Hates is like, I almost literally just died. Like that is. Yeah.
It's such a weird concept for that to be like a theme in something that's not a fantasy.
I know, but I also love it. Well, I
don't read any like mafia anything, so that's all new gang lord thing. I don't read any of that. And you don't either.
No, I don't either, but I'm having so much fun. And it's similar to Magnolia Parks where there's a lot of talk about like spice. There's a lot of swearing, like even more in this one than in Magnolia Parks. Like, wow, there's probably at least like 5 or 6 F-bombs in a single page. it's
that's
crazy.
like excessive, I feel like.
It is, but it's mostly it's all in the dialogue. So it's like, okay, it's giving you a window into like how they would actually act, like how people who are in a gang would actually speak.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're in a gang, you're not using like nice, pretty words. Like you are
you're
probably
not, like, frick.
Right. Could you imagine? No, like you're definitely not using nice words if you're
valid
a gang lord who keeps 2 guns on your belt at all times. Like it's just it's realistic to the characters, which is why I think it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
There's definitely more descriptions in the scenes they're still fade to black in a way, but there's more descriptions than I think in Magnolia Parks.
Okay.
So still not like spicy, like if you're like a spicy reader or whatever, like it's not that.
Yeah.
However, I still would say like 18 plus age restriction on it, because there's just stuff in there that like kids shouldn't be reading.
Valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then my other listen, my audiobook listen is wildly different. I am listening to The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers.
Okay. Wait, did you finish Mistborn?
Okay. That's on my Kindle. So, okay, here's the thing. Last week...
Wait, how many books do you...
4. Last week we talked about A River Enchanted and Mistborn, neither of which I've finished yet because I've just been moved.
Have you gone any further into any of them?
No.
You crack me up. You crack me up.
Listen, I was feeling slumpy, and I was like, anything to not go into a reading slump. Like, I just need to mood read my way to not being in a reading slump. And I will go back to the ones that I am still in the middle of, but like, I needed to make sure that I wanted to read.
Yeah.
But yeah, so The Masterpiece is really good. Also, like wildly different than Daisy Hates, because obviously it is Francine Rivers is a Christian author. However, so different from the books that I've read by her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I've read Redeeming Love, and I've read her Mark of the Lion trilogy, and both of those are like historical fiction. And
this isn't?
This is not.
Ooh.
This is like contemporary romance, and it's oh man, I don't want to like don't tell you too much because I think it's better going in blind. But there is a lot of like dealing with childhood trauma, and there's a few different relationships that we're following. There's one main character, but like there's a lot about like her friendships with others, and then there's it's like multiple timelines. So you get to see like her childhood, but then also there's like a male main character, and you get to see his childhood and his childhood traumas and things that like both are very messed up. I will say there's a lot of like really tough themes. I was listening to it earlier while I was like washing dishes, and I was like crying into my sink because I was like,
you're washing your dishes with your tears.
Yeah, I was kind of
not funny, but really funny.
Really funny. No, but seriously though, like trigger warnings, I would say like death of a close loved one without like giving too much away. Also, it was descriptive, like the like part about the deaths were very descriptive.
Okay.
So if that kind of stuff like it gives you PTSD or like you have, trouble reading that kind of stuff, I would just say like be warned. It's tough even if you haven't been through stuff like that, and like aren't typically bothered by that kind of stuff. It's tough to read. So I'm sure that there are other triggers. Someone else I'm sure has done a better trigger warning than
I find Google has good ones just to like for future book recs. If we say like check the trigger warnings, Google usually has like a pretty good list, or Goodreads sometimes. Okay. Yeah, check, because I can't really articulate all of them, but definitely check, because it's not an easy read. It's pretty tough. It's pretty heavy, but it's really good. That makes me considering I'm only halfway through and I've already like
cried tears.
You're like the beginning of like your little spiel. You're like, it's like a contemporary romance, and I'm like, oh, we can read it for Valentine's Day, and now I'm like, oh, maybe not a Valentine's Day read.
No, it's like
winter blue read.
Yeah, like Love and Other Words type contemporary romance. I would actually compare it. It's not that because it's not Second Chance. But I would compare like some of the themes and some of like the way that it's written with the multiple POV and like going into like I would say like if you really liked the way Love and Other Words was like paced and written and all of that, then you would probably like the masterpiece.
Would you say where you're at in it right now, does it scream like Christian fiction?
No, the main character's faith is definitely an important part of the story, but it doesn't feel preachy in any way. Okay. It's just her experience and like she talks to the other characters about it and she goes to church. Like it's definitely a part of the story, but it's not like
in your face,
like preachy, anything like that. It's very much just like a person's story.
Yeah, I've only read Redeeming Love, and I felt the same way about Redeeming Love. Like, Redeeming Love obviously is maybe a little bit more preachy, but that's because one of the main characters is like really mature in his faith. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't scream like something like you had to be a Christian to understand what was being talked about.
Yes, this is actually even different from Redeeming Love in that both of the main characters have like struggled really heavily with like making good choices in their life.
Interesting. So that sounds like an interesting perspective to read.
Neither one of them is like this great, perfect, make all the right choices, like perfect Christian type of dude person. In Redeeming Love. Like the guy in Redeeming Love. Like he could do no wrong. Like
literally.
Yeah. Neither one of them is like that. Both of them are like broken and like have made a lot of mistakes in their past.
I can't read it right now.
You really should. It's really good. It's I don't know that it's a book to get you out of your slump because the pacing is slow like hers are.
Oh yeah. Redeeming Love was bad at first. It was never a bad story.
The pacing is just slow in the beginning of Redeeming Love for sure. This is it didn't feel like that to me.
Okay.
It was better than like the pacing of the prologue of Redeeming Love, but and there's no prologue I don't think in this one. But sorry. No, you're okay. It just takes a while to get into what's actually going on. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I definitely want to read it. It's on my list. I think is it free like with an Audible subscription or whatever? Because I think I added it on there. I don't think I'm going to listen to it. I'm like finding this out. Well, hang on. I'm reading Wuthering Heights. That's my current read, and that's going to tie into this story. I'm listening to it, and I am having an awful time comprehending anything.
Oh, no.
Like, even more so than normal with a classic.
Oh, no.
So I don't know if I could read something like that.
Okay.
I also, like, couldn't read fantasy. I couldn't listen to fantasy because I can't comprehend.
This is not written like her other books, though. Like, it's very easy to understand. Like, Redeeming Love, I felt like was written a little bit more eloquently. Okay. This is very contemporary. It's
so, like, I could maybe listen to it and comprehend easily?
Yes. Okay. It does feel like it's modern language, modern everything. Like, she has a cell phone and a car. Like, they're in, like, 2023.
I guess, like, when I hear When I hear Francing Rivers, I've only read Redeeming Love. So that's what comes to my mind. Even though it's historical fiction, I'm like, okay, and this is so, like, prejudiced, but I'm like, Francine Rivers is old. She writes.
No, this is contemporary, and, like, it's literally, like, it could be today.
Okay.
And
that makes me more, I'm more excited to read it.
But. Yeah. And the main character is, like, 25.
Okay. I think there's a copy of it in my household anyway, so I could, like, do both. Mm-hmm. Whatever. So, yeah. Yeah, Your current read. My current listen is Wuthering Heights. I honestly think I'm going to switch to reading it. I'm just really struggling. Yeah. Like, I would play it in the car, and I'm like, meh, Taylor Swift. That's more entertaining.
How far are you?
Chapter 3?
That's why. You just have to get through the first, like, chunk of it. Okay. Until there's actually something happening.
Gotcha.
The way classics go is, like, there's nothing happening in the first, like, 20% of the book. I literally, like,
had to, after every chapter, I had to, like, go to Spark Notes, and I'm like, what happened in this chapter? Because I don't understand.
That's normal.
And I'm like, do I have a problem? Like, I had a comprehension issue in school, so I'm like, well, maybe it's, like, coming back. I don't know.
No, it's just classics can be really hard to understand.
Yeah. And my current like physical read is the 10,000 Doors of January. Honestly, I picked it up because I knew if I didn't read it in January, I'd wait till next January to read it.
Which is so funny because it's her name. It has nothing to do with the month.
It's a mental mindset. I don't know.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I'm also struggling with that right now. But I think like it seems like something I'd like. It's just the kind of introductory into the world is slow and whatever. I'm gonna push through. I don't know if you feel like this, but for me, I feel like the last couple of days of the month, I always feel slumpy because I feel like I have to race to like get like a last minute book in, and then I'm like, there's pressure to read, so then I don't want to read.
Yep, I get that. That's how I'm feeling right now because I'm like, okay, I need to finish Daisy Hates because I want it on my January wrap up. Mm-hmm. But also, I was hoping to finish A River Enchanted this month too, and I'm hardly in the very beginning of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, crap, like what? Yes, I get it.
I'm like, I gotta like race, but then because I'm racing, the last thing I want to do is read.
Yeah.
And I'll like be scrolling TikTok and I'm like, get off your phone and read. Like, you need to read. And I'm like, well, now I don't want to read because I'm forcing myself to read.
That was me like 2 days ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could not stop scrolling.
And my work's been busy, so I have not had any time to read at work. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. My reading's gone down. Like, I was reading like maybe 6 hours a day to like 2. Because I can read at work when there's no like pause. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
No wonder you get through books so fast. I get like an hour to 2 hours, like probably 4 days a week, maybe 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know what it is. I have a really hard time sitting and reading for like multiple hours at a time. I don't know why.
If I'm not working, I do. But when I'm at work and there's not calls, I'm like, well, I get paid to read. Like, shoot, why not? Sometimes I'll like do other things. Like sometimes I crochet.
Yeah.
But I'll read at my desk for hours and then like call here, call there, whatever. But it's been like back-to-back calls, so I haven't had time. Mm-hmm. So then like, and when I'm done work, I like do my chores because I like to have nothing to do on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I don't read. And I don't want to listen to the book because the book I'm listening to, I don't like right now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's understandable. I think I just always am like, oh, there's something else that I need to be doing and there's something else I should be doing. Like I did that this morning. I sat and read for like a little bit and then I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I like filmed this thing on Wednesday. I need to edit it. So I like went.
Do you listen to it? No, you can't really listen to a book when you're in, because you have to listen to.
Yeah. But
dang.
I know.
I feel like it's different though. Like Justin's not home to help around to do stuff because he's working.
True.
I'm the one that works and Ryan is the one who's home.
Yeah.
So I don't have too much I have to do.
That's nice.
For now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's just so off topic.
That's okay. No, that's okay.
We're just chatting.
Yeah, we're just chatting. I also like, yeah, I'm home definitely a lot more than Justin is. Mm-hmm. I do still work, but I don't work as many hours as he does.
Yeah, and your work is sometimes at home. So
yeah.
But when you're here working, are you able to do stuff while you're working or is it your full attention?
I have to like...
You're in meetings and stuff, right?
Well, it's like my work is not hourly.
That's right.
So I just have like a lot of things that I have to get done. Mm-hmm. And then I'm in meetings on top of that. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I can't like work and do other things because then I'm not getting work done. Yeah. So I will take breaks to do other things like throughout the day. Like I'll take a 10-minute break to go like do the dishes or throw a load of laundry in or something like that. Mm-hmm. But sometimes I like have a harder time doing that because then it like pulls me out of like the zone.
Yeah, you get like back into it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
And if I like get going on something with work, a lot of the times I'll sit there for like 3-4 hours and not even realize that it's been that long. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
that's kind of nice that
it can be, yeah.
Because you can like do it in chunks and you can like take a break. And,
yes,
that is kind nice. Of when you're doing stuff like that, can you work like at any time you want when you're home?
Yeah.
That's nice. Mm-hmm. That's my dream.
Yeah, it does take up like it's still like I have to work 8 hours.
Right, like if you wanted to like go out to lunch with someone, like you could and then come back to work. Mm-hmm. That's my dream.
Yeah. Yeah. I could do that, although the way that I have it scheduled is like I really only work from home 1 day a week now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
And the day that I do, I like serve in students that night. So it's not really like I can not work during the day and then like just work later into the evening because I can't work any later into the evening.
Right, because you have other commitments.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's all good.
It's a job.
It's a job, you know, it pays the bills and it, you know, I don't know, something to do.
Yeah. Brings the money in.
Brings the money in. Yeah, anyways, we can go back to whatever it is we're supposed to be talking about.
Yeah, the next question is actually like for personal reasons.
Okay.
What, like, knowing me, what are 5 classics you'd recommend for me to get out of this like classic slump?
Okay. Let me pull some in. All right. So the first one that comes to my mind, I recommended to someone else recently, and it's Emma by Jane Eyre.
Mm-hmm.
And by Jane Austen.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's her.
Emma is, I think, the easiest Jane Austen book to read. It's not the one that I started with.
Okay.
I started with Pride and Prejudice, which I would also recommend. So there's 2. Both are romance. Obviously, Pride and Prejudice is romance. Emma,
like the OG.
It is, and it's very good. Like
okay.
There's a reason it's the OG. But Emma is way more. Honestly, it's like way more drama and like friend group drama, like almost like,
why is it giving Magnolia Parks?
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
That's what I was gonna say. It's like kind of like Magnolia Parks, but if Magnolia Parks happened like hundreds of years ago.
That's iconic, actually.
Yeah. Emma is so funny and witty.
Okay.
That is like part of what I think makes it really fun to read and listen to if you're one that likes to listen to books. That's I think how I read that one. I might have done both. Most classics that I've read, I've done like both.
That's what I'm gonna have to do with Wuthering Heights, I think.
Yeah. So it's fun, it's witty, it's the main character. She basically is the matchmaker of the friend group. Okay. So she loves like putting everybody else together, but like never like thinks about herself of like who she would want to be with, and like doesn't like, she's kind of like prideful. So she's like, no one's good enough for me anyway. Like I'm just gonna match you all up, and I'm good on my like high horse over here. That's so funny. And then obviously there's a romance. So love that, and then Pride and Prejudice, which is just so good.
I want to feel these feels.
It's so good. Something you could do is if you're gonna read Pride and Prejudice, you could watch the movie first.
Okay. So I know what's happening.
Not that I typically condone watching the movie first, but if you're not used to classics and you don't really like read that style of writing very frequently, if you watch the movie, it'll give you a visual to like attach to what's happening in the book, which could help. Yeah. And I mean, it's good. The adaptation with Keira Knightley, is so good.
Watch party.
And oh my gosh, have you seen the TikTok of the hand, Mr. Darcy like flexing his hand? Oh, I can't wait until you understand what that means. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, so you could watch the movie of Pride and Prejudice and then go into the book.
Yeah, which that might help.
It would help. There's also, I think it's a movie of Emma as well. Oh. Okay. So you could do the same thing for either one of those, and like I would condone that for this purpose because it can be hard to get into classics. Yeah. The other one I would recommend is Little Women. Yeah. It's an American classic, so it is a little bit easier to read, and it's written for like kids. Like not like little kids, but it's
a bit easier to read.
Yes. Okay. So the beginning of Little Women starts when they are like little kids, like is 6, 8, 10. Okay. And then it goes all the way until they're grown adults and married and, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's like a life
story. There is Oh, there's so much that happens in that book. It's long.
That feels like it's giving Firefly Lane, but like
maybe
as a well, you didn't read the book.
I didn't read the book. I only watched the show. It's family though. It's like a family. It's like a family drama, I would call it. Okay. But it's also like very sweet. It is a little bit of a tearjerker, and like, yeah, there is a romance in it as well. Of course. What was that for?
Pride and Prejudice, Emma, Little Women.
Pride and Prejudice, Emma, Little Women. Did I give you another one?
I don't think so.
No?
Maybe 5 was a lot.
5?
Do 4. Just do one.
Do one more?
Yeah.
Okay. Not me looking at my classic shelf. Like, don't read Great Expectations.
I want to read Moby Dick, but that's only because there's a whale on the cover. Whales.
If you want something that's like a ocean-y, that kind of vibe, you could read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which is about a submarine.
Oh, cool.
And it's about a guy in a submarine, but it's not about the submarine.
The life cycle of a submarine.
That one is good, and so is Around the World in 80 Days. That one's also good. Both of them I feel like were quick-ish, and they also both have like abridged versions, like basically children's
That's what I need.
Versions.
I need children's books of these books.
I bet you could find the children's versions on like Libby or something of either one of those. I remember reading those when I was like 7 or 8.
I could definitely do that.
Yeah, and they're very, very abridged. Like they're quick. It's not a short story, but it's quick. Like
a novella.
A little novella. Exactly.
Cute.
Yeah, so that was 5.
Yay.
There we go.
Perfect. Awesome. Now we'll go into the meat and potatoes of the episode. Our smash and pass questions.
Smash and pass?
Smash. Did I say that? Yeah. Smash or pass questions. We each came up with 5. Do you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I'll do one.
Okay, yeah, we can take turns.
All right.
I have them written down. I was prepared.
You were so prepared. I was not.
I'm scared you're going to take one of mine, and I don't know if I can think of something else on the fly.
It's okay. I'm thinking all of mine. I'm thinking of pretty much all of mine on the fly. Okay. Smash or pass? Best friend's brother.
Pass.
Yeah.
Pass. There's got to be some respect.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. All right. Smash or pass cracking the spine? That's a pass for me, like hard pass. Okay, I have
to smash or pass.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
You can't explain yourself.
I can't.
Smash.
I think smash. Not that I do it on every book.
I know.
But I will do it.
It doesn't bother you to do it.
Mm-mm. I don't do it on purpose.
Give me the heebie-jeebies. Just
girl. I dumped coffee on my book this morning.
Daisy hates?
Yeah.
Oh no. Is it okay?
I mean, it's got coffee stains.
Probably smells good.
It probably smells real good. Yeah, I went to sit down and
that's so sad.
My book was on the side table and I was like sitting down and the coffee was like next to it, and I don't even know what happened, but the coffee was like really full, and so then it just like all over my book. I'm
sorry.
It's okay. I wasn't as upset about that. I actually got some on my like leather Bible cover, and that I was more like freaking out about.
Yeah.
But
dang.
Yeah.
Tough morning.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Cracking the spine made me think of destroying books. So
that's so funny. It's all right. It's your turn.
Oh, it is my turn. Okay. Smash or pass? Book buying bans.
Smash.
Okay.
What about you?
Pass.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need it.
I do.
Yeah.
I need something to keep me accountable for not like wasting my money.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't. If I'm like, I look at my TBR and I'm like, I don't even want to go book shopping. I need to read.
Yeah, see, I don't get that into my head. I'm like, ooh, that book looks good. That book looks good.
I can't do that. It like stresses me out to have such a big physical TBR right now.
Oh,
and
okay, that doesn't.
Mine's not even that big compared to like most people.
Have you seen mine? No, because I haven't even seen mine.
You haven't even seen yours, yeah. No, but like there are people legit out there that have physical TBRs of like hundreds of books.
Yeah, there's like, I saw a TikTok, I don't even know who, a TikToker earlier. She was like, these are my shelves, and these are the books I've read. And then like the next video is a book haul. I'm like, you've read 4 books and you have 3 full shelves. Like that to me is like, you need to be on a book buying ban. Like,
yeah,
give the books you've already bought some love, and then go buy more when you read like
a couple.
Those ones.
Yeah. No, I'm like stressed with my 20-something on my physical.
The thing
TBR.
with yours is you have some big reads in there.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
I know.
Yeah.
I'm intimidated by some of those.
I would be intimidated too, honestly.
That's why I haven't picked them up. Like some of those have been on my physical TBR for like years.
Yeah. Looking at them, yeah. It's okay. You'll get there someday.
I'll get there.
You have plenty of time.
Yeah, it's helping me to like have to stare at it every day.
But it's so accomplishing.
I know. Like before, I had absolutely no space on it, and now I have a little bit of space on it.
Yeah.
There's that little tiny thing on the end. Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next, smash or pass, red flag, male main character.
Smash!
Smash. Jax. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to leave that there.
Okay, smash or pass, literary fiction.
Smash.
Same. Smash.
Yeah, I like it. Smash or pass, alternating POVs.
Smash.
Smash.
Yeah.
Unless your name is Siri.
I was just gonna say the same thing. But yeah, not Empire of Storm's level.
Like smash, comma, if you're a good author who has good writing.
Also, I don't like if it's more than like 3 or maybe 4 characters.
If
even
it's
4
too
is
much
a
to
lot,
keep up with,
then no.
Like I forget, then no.
But I would rather like smash so that they exist, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'll just avoid the
I
ones
like them. They just like have to be well done and like not too overwhelming.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Smash or pass. A little snacky while you read.
Smash.
Same. I have to have it. I can't like sit down to read without having like a little treat.
Yeah, me literally eating a bag of popcorn today while reading my book.
I love it.
Anyway, smash or pass, heavy world building. I'm saying pass.
I think smash, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to understand the world.
Yeah, Belen. I just like, I want to understand it, but like not to the degree where it takes away from plot and character development.
That's valid. I think in a fantasy, absolutely smash. If you're spending like half a book building a world that's adjacent to the real world, you're trying too hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which there are authors that do that.
I'm like, we know our world.
Just
tell us your magic world and get on with it.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's your turn.
I know. I'm trying to think of my last one. This is 5 now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Smash or pass? Reading in bed.
Pass.
Really?
I don't read in bed.
Why?
I'll pass the heck out.
No, I guess that's fair. Smash for me.
Okay.
This is more recent for me, though.
Okay.
I haven't always. I did when I was a kid, and then, like, as, you know, when having my own place, I'm like, oh, I'll just read on the couch or whatever. But, like, recently I was like, dang, I miss the vibes of being, like, 15 and, like, kicking my feet, like, on my bed while I'm reading. Yeah. I do too, but I was like, the vibes. And then I was like, I could read in my bed. It doesn't matter how old I am. And so I started reading in my bed, and I love it.
Huh. I just got a book light, so maybe I'd be more motivated to read in bed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Your turn.
Smash or pass, past, present, split timelines.
Smash.
Smash.
I had to think about what you were saying for a second.
Sorry.
It's okay. I had to process it. But yes,
Smash. I love those.
Yeah.
Especially like at the end if they
converge.
Yeah. Or like connect or something. Yeah. Love.
Yeah. Me too.
Like, actually, I think we talked about this book last episode. I read it in high school. The Longest Ride by Nicholas Sparks. It's like the Cowboys timeline and then like this old couple's timeline. And they end up merging.
Ooh.
Very randomly because they didn't know each other.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was really good. I kind of want to reread that book.
Do it.
2024 is going to be the year of rereads for Lexi.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You've read so many books that like you can do that.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's also so many good books coming out this year.
True.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. That was our smash and our pass. Those are 5 questions.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I can't believe I thought of
those are good ones too.
Thank you. Most of them were just out of my butt.
It's okay.
I thought
you would
of
have
like
never known.
Earlier. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Never know.
Well, now you know.
Surprise.
Me thinking on the fly.
Love.
Do you have anything else for us?
No, that about does it for today.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. We love you. Can we just take a minute and appreciate you? Because you're wonderful if you're listening and hanging out with us.
We love to have you.
Yes, we do. And if you love us back,
tell us.
Let us know. Yeah, please like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Go read Sis is our handle. And we would love to just chat in the book world. Both of us also have Bookstagrams and TikToks like individually too. So come hang out with us. Let's be besties. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next Tuesday with another episode. Bye.